Oh,
Okay, I've
now it's
started the
public.
Oh
stream.
yeah, we stream this.
Yeah, it was, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
The stream starts and everyone stops talking.
Good
We're all
podcasting,
jabbering
everybody.
away, and then it's like, okay, start the stream, and everyone's just dead quiet.
Silent.
Oh, I don't know. Like a verbal cue that it actually was started.
Oh, I said we're
I guess
starting now. I did say that. Did you? Might have been
It-
buried a little
I
bit.
also need to pay attention.
You may have been entombed at the time.
Hmm. I am reading.
Well, there you go.
I was gonna say.
Okay.
Let's get some recap. We're gonna recap from long ago. This is what's called a classic retcon. We're gonna go back to when you guys were speaking with Gadiel, and we're just gonna give some additional info because at the time he described a prophecy of his people. It felt like there's probably too much stuff going on, and distraction made it so no one followed up on that. It is in Discord. It's also in a journal page in Forge, but just because I have made it a commitment to actually summarize the stuff that happens, I just want to go over that briefly. So, Gadiel's people's interpretation of that prophecy is that in fall, some sort of event is going to cause the people of Grisha to shear their sheep out of season. This will be sort of a clue that the prophecy is on. Um, and that's when the necromancer Ymir is supposed to come upon or come with some sort of undead horde. But the prophecy indicates that maybe there's someone behind the scenes, pulling the strings, some hidden master that's able to like disrupt the blight. She will be. This is probably where you guys, as a party, will have some executive decision making, but prophecy indicates that she'll come stitched with undead parts. So presumably if you wait for her to be ready, she'll be, as powerful as she thinks she can make herself, having stitched on a bunch of extra stuff. Otherwise, she's just some humanoid that knows some magic. And
So
necromantic,
better to strike her before she hits full power.
maybe. But yeah, that's just what Gadiel's people believe about this prophecy, and that she has some sort of aura of necromantic energy that will strengthen all the undead near her. So I wanted to get that out of the way first, and now we will move to Hawke's recap of last week.
Oh, okay. Well, last week we started with meeting Glenviller. We wrapped up some of the logistics of that and most of the people in the boat, and then the meeting party going up the hill. Glenviller met us alone. She and Rana got to talk. They're not attacking us anymore. They're going back to the Elves' Forest. And hopefully, Rana is tentatively hopeful that Glenviller is like a newfound ally, or at least not completely an enemy right now. Neutral at worst, ally at best. Then we went back to town, and Althea talked to the king's emissary. He was here to make sure that she was loyal to Leto, and she did some fancy, noble double talk sort of thing. I don't know how you would describe that, but she said he was kind of like, "Are you loyal to Leto?" And she was like, "Eh." And he was like, "Great."
Well, I
Way to
feel it.
encapsulate
I
that.
feel a debt of gratitude to Davis.
Yes,
Davis is sworn
yeah.
to Leto, so make your assumptions.
Right,
I like
exactly. So
I like Rana's version more.
It's beautiful.
And so he was like, "Great, then we're done here." And I can't remember. Did he invite you to come to the festival, or
No, he did not.
no? Okay. Um, so we wrapped up there. Oh, he did have some sort of armored person with him. I almost said bodyguard, but we don't know if he was his bodyguard. At least I don't know if he was his bodyguard. But he definitely had some sort of armored person with him that I don't remember his name. Jacob? Was it like Hylan or something?
Oh, it's like his name wasn't Jacob.
The
Um, that's me. His name is Rylan.
Rylan. Okay, I almost got it. Um, that's the guy that was with the emissary. And then
Who also has a name.
I don't remember the emissary's name either.
The emissary also told Althea that her father had publicly denounced her.
Oh yeah, which is super important. Um, okay. Oh yeah, Esquire. Um, so yes. So then he was like, "Cool, we're good here." And then he said, "We're leaving." And then we went back to the keep. And then I think Althea did a few more things in town, like the next day or so. She talked to the emissary did ask Althea to or told her that King Leto expects her to clear out the demon problem in the next couple months or so. And then Althea, the next day or two, went back into town to talk to the sheriff and told him to be disguised and appoint deputies. So he pulled the poor person that was right in front of him in the meat line and said, "You're a deputy now." So that guy's a deputy now. And what
Charles.
else? What else happened?
Wyverns, the emissaries
Yes.
from whoever the Tazira the Tender. What the heck is her name?
Yeah, I was trying to
Yeah,
remember
you got it.
why we were.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, Rana asked the party to hang out at the keep for a little bit, because she was waiting for an important letter from the Earl of Kingsdale, because she had heard from Havelock that there was a bounty on her head in Kingsdale, and she is supposed to represent her people when the new king gets established. So she needed to get that sorted. So she got her letter, but Jacob, did you decide that this was the same day or is it a day later after her letters arrive?
Later in the day.
So later that same day when Rana's letters get there, the Dragonborn show up and ask for a sapphire that Althea has. And this is, yeah, they are the emissaries of Tizira the Tender, whose totems we passed twice. So we rode her land or rode through her land, and there was an elf there that was like, "Hey, you got to pay tribute," and we were like, "No." And so I guess they tracked us down, and they were like, "Hey, you got to pay tribute. We want that sapphire." And Althea was like, "No, it's not even mine to give." They asked for a description of Havelock, and nobody said anything. And then they left, but then the wyverns attacked, and yeah, that's where we are.
Big
One of them
black
was
dragon.
Et.
What's up?
One of them was Et.
One of
By the
them
void.
was, oh yes, one of the wyverns was eaten by the void. That is true.
And the other one was very cleverly put to sleep. So thank you so much, Ambrose.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was a
It's
good
what
one.
I do.
both of them have been put to sleep in a way.
True.
Alrighty, so I guess we are all recapped. Alright, so the smaller dragon, the black dragon that had been circling overhead, begins to get bigger, and as someone cleverly said or asked, is it because they're getting closer? And the answer is also that.
Hmm.
Yeah. Althea calls out, "Can we talk to this one like we did to the baby blue in that one cavern?"
A baby blue.
Rana looks up at the dragon and I guess tries to assess how old it might be.
Yeah. Okay. So, the dragon descends quite rapidly, grows in size rapidly, and it's because it's getting closer and getting bigger. It's Rana's estimation, do like a Arcana check,
Would
and
it be Arcana?
for dragons,
I'm not sure if we
You
have a
do
stat for
nature.
dragon chicken.
Veterinary?
They're my favorite enemy. So, shoot, I should have had this pulled up. I haven't done a check on my favorite enemy in quite some time.
Oh,
Feel
do you
like
get like advantage for checks on your favorite enemy or something?
That's what I'm trying to.
some
double
sort of
check.
bonus. I feel like there's a
Something,
reference
probably.
that I didn't know for your joke, Guff.
What?
You made a joke, and I don't know the reference, so I'm like, I feel like it might have been humorous, and I'm sad.
What joke did I make?
I thought you did, maybe not. You said something. You said Stafford something? Was
What?
that? Am I crazy? Am I a crazy person?
Well, yes, but that may not be part of this conversation right now.
Okay.
No, I know I'd said veterinary check, but didn't hear
Did hear
anyone say
that.
it.
Okay, I have advantage on intelligence checks to recall information about them.
Yeah, see, there you go.
So, however
Oh,
you want
nice.
me to.
You're gonna make an intelligence check, and if you think you have a proficiency that applies, let me know.
Well, I mean, if they count as nature, then
Hey,
yes.
they're alive and they're in nature. That's fair.
Okay. So, there.
Yes, that is.
Ooh.
Um. The dragon alights on on a corner of the garage. You see bits of debris shake clear of the stone as the creature's weight settles on it. Off a little bit. The dragon's scales are black, but it's not like sort of midnight, deep pitch black that some of you may have read about in bestiaries and histories. Scales don't really look all that like defined and sharp as you might expect. And its horns are small. They don't extend too far out. You can
Yeah,
see one. Go
really
ahead.
quick, by the way. It says my game is still paused. I'm not sure if that's the same for anyone else.
Mine's paused.
Yes.
I guess do that.
Oh, thank you.
Mostly because, yeah, I can't see it, so I wanted to see it. Oh, there it is.
Oh yeah, he's over there.
Big flying lizard.
Okay.
I'm responding to a whisper, so just give me one moment.
Ooh. Whisper activity.
And so, as it lands there and looks about, well, I guess that's apt. As it lands there and looks about, you can see a tiny or a single sort of acrid greenish tear drip from one eye, and it opens its mouth and says, "You hurt my cousins, you mean humans?"
In that voice.
Yep.
Wow. Your cousins attacked us.
They were hungry. Dumb, but
They could have asked for a meal, not having to take it out of our hides, literally. Johnny, is Tona Stover on Liger right now?
Yeah.
Johnny will look over at Tona. Why am I arguing with the dragon?
I don't recall from last week. Who actually attacked first? Were we the
The
aggressors?
They
wyverns.
did.
Yeah.
The wyverns attacked. Yeah.
They
They-
landed. Did they actually attack?
I mean, they called for initiative, so they were clearly aggressive, and
Okay, fair enough. As you were.
yeah.
They started it.
While the initiative meant that someone else technically attacked first, it was clear that they were aggressive. The guards move out and sort of fan out again. They look kind of twitchy as they point crossbows.
So why don't you come down into the courtyard, and we'll try and have a chat rather than another fight. Sound good?
Um,
I can try and
you're
use
up,
persuasion.
you're up on the catwalk yourself, so
Yeah, I
that
know.
feels.
No, and says, and we'll all come down into the courtyard and have a chat. How's that sound?
Um, it does a sort of soft leap into the dirt.
Okay.
The guards further move back. I don't
And
know about this. Yes.
Johnny
Why didn't you just
will
surrender the sapphire?
because it's not. It's apparently not hers to give. Would you
Exactly.
give?
It's not even yours.
It belongs to someone else, apparently.
Us. It belongs to us. It's ours.
You don't look like a sapphire dragon.
It makes like a mean, like sort of petulant face, like it's suffered some indignity.
What's your name?
I'm
I'm
going to put it down in the chat right
okay.
now.
Is it a mouthful?
Um, Not exactly,
No.
but I have a feeling that when I say it, people will go, "What? How do you spell that?"
Fair enough.
Because we do that.
I resemble that remark.
Emiandra.
Ephemiandra.
Ephemiandra.
It's a
Hello,
pretty name.
Ephemiandra. My name's Johnny. Aside from mourning the loss of your cousins who attacked us and wanting a sapphire that you have no claim to, why are you here?
She pounds one of her front forepaws into the ground. It is ours. I do have a claim to it. Don't you say I don't.
Ephemiandra, I hate to point out the obvious, but you are surrounded. And he looks over at the guards and says, they're really nervous. May I ask you to please not take any outwardly angry actions like pounding the ground? It could set off a very bad reaction that no one here wants.
Althea looks over at the guards and reaches out her hand and gestures for them to lower their crossbows.
Okay. Dragon looks around and back at Johnny. You tricked me.
No, I didn't. And Johnny will finish
That's
stepping down.
further away.
He will now step
Oh,
down the stairs onto the ground like he promised he would.
not into the spiritual weapon though.
Not into the spiritual weapon. No, that's Rana's, right?
It
Yeah.
is. It hasn't
Okay.
moved. It hasn't moved. I'm actually
That's
a
fine.
little afraid to move it at this point.
Yeah. Johnny's like, I kept my word. I'm here on the ground with you.
As am I.
And Johnny will say, Ephemia, that's my friend. She is not here to fight either. And he looks over at Althea and goes, back me up on this one.
I do not wish to fight with you if it can be avoided.
Okay. Let's... All right, so avoided. Guess it could be avoided. Give me the sapphire.
I have already told those of your half-kin that I cannot give it. It is not mine to give. It was entrusted to me by someone to whom it was given. They are now hunting him. If I have his leave to give it, then I will. But I do not have his leave.
Johnny's just going to take a step back, not like he's still not in reach, but still.
I heard what you said. He doesn't belong to that one either.
How do you know that? How can you be certain it wasn't gifted to that to that person by the original owner? How can you know that?
It seems a little unsure. Says, Mommy said it doesn't.
Who?
Mommy.
Mommy. Okay. Was your mommy there? Was your mommy present when when the gifting was apparently made? Again, the only people, to my understanding, the only people who would know for certain are the one who's being hunted and the one who did the initial gifting. Or if your version were true, the one from whom it was taken. If he raises a hand, if that was the case, I can tell you that our friend is known for his honesty. He's a terrible liar. Let's put it that way.
He can't lie.
No, he's just terrible at it. Yeah, he can't lie to save his life. Let's put it that way. So, if he tells us that this was gifted to him, and he's entrusting it to Althea in turn, that's where we have to land on this. And he's not available to say otherwise.
Give me a charisma check.
Okay.
Can I assist on that? Is that some? Okay, cool.
So is it advantage?
Yes.
Well, there's that.
The dragon, Femiandra, looks at Johnny with narrowed eyes and says, Mommy says it doesn't matter. And shouldn't be with a halfling anyways.
Halfling.
But if it was given,
She says halfling.
Oh.
But if it was given freely as a gift, then it should belong with the halfling because it was intended for the halfling. Because isn't that what gifts are? They're intended to be with their new people.
No, and here's why. Says,
Because I don't want it to be that way.
no.
No.
Well, she doesn't want it.
Right.
Let's do what she says, though. She says, only because you dumb humans are all pawns of us anyways.
See, now you're being rude. We've shown you respect and hospitality.
Like one human.
She does refer to everyone here as humans.
Yes.
I mean,
Presumably.
there's quite a few, but not all of us.
All these
To be
guys.
sure.
Yeah, all them's over there. It's like we've shown you hospitality. We've kept our word, And now you're being insulting to my non-human friends. That's not very polite.
Mommy says queens don't have to be polite. You can't call me rude.
I just,
She's making points. She's making points. She's got us there.
It's like, well, I beg to differ, Your Majesty. He
I'm
nods his head.
sorry. Wouldn't she be Your Highness if her
Was-
mother's still alive?
Her mother may have abdicated.
Her mother's a regent.
Mm.
Whatever.
Besides, so
She's called the Emerald Regent. I don't know what to tell you.
yeah, it's like,
Oh,
Althea knows that.
so
wow.
look. I understand that you're not used to being told no. And that, as you say, from your perspective, we're all just pawns of the dragons anyway. But you're not going to get that sapphire because it is not intended for you. I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. And you're making this much more difficult than it has to be. I ask you to please leave in peace.
Where's the halfling?
I don't know.
He is not here. He is traveling elsewhere. We do not know his whereabouts.
Make another charisma check at advantage, please.
Okay. I'm not going to be able to pull that off twice, but we'll see what happens.
That's advantage.
Yeah, the lack of any type of bonus to my charisma. Why couldn't these be wisdom checks?
Hmm.
I've got plus 10 in those.
It's speechcraft.
Yeah, I know. That's okay. It's all good.
Mm. He's not here, and she looks over at the gaggle of halflings that are sort of looking out from windows in the barrack.
He's not any of them.
Does Johnny get a +3 from being close to Althea on that?
That's only saving throws. The paladin aura.
Oh,
That would be intriguing and a lot better than it currently is.
I say, does he still have bless on him?
Did he ever? Thought it was.
I thought Rowan gave bless to 3 people, and I thought Johnny was one of them, but maybe I was wrong.
That wasn't Johnny.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
This Ambrose, Tonis, and Rana.
Yeah.
Since
Got it.
those were the people in the keep at the time. Everyone else had left.
Noted.
Yeah. It's like, look, none of those halflings are the one you seek. I can tell you this with utter certainty. Our friend is not here. He is traveling far and abroad and is nowhere in the area that I'm aware of. And if he was in the area, he would make contact with us. And believe me, if he was in the area at this point, he would have stepped out by now to solve this issue himself.
After this, she snakes her head and looks at her own chest
Hmm.
for a moment, and then she looks back and says, "You have rubies too."
What?
What? Yeah, that's good stuff from both of us. What?
Says you have rubies too.
No,
Yes.
no. We
More
heard
gifts?
that.
Yes, actually they were.
Huh.
From the dwarves, who mined them. And no, you may not have those either.
Call it a mine. Mine. Mined them.
Finally.
They mined them? She seems real agitated about that idea.
From the ground, deep in the planet, deep in the Earth's crusts?
Or
Yes.
as much as as you could tell from a dragon's sort of facial features, getting angry and angrier with each word about mining from the
Okay,
earth
Johnny.
deep.
Johnny shuts up. It's like, look. Obviously, you're upset, and I don't understand why. I'm not trying to offend you. I don't understand why what I'm saying is making you angry, and I apologize for that. But yes, these were gifts to us.
After we performed a critical service for them.
So can we please just go back to a nice, friendly conversation? We have done you no harm. You personally, we have done no harm. Your cousins, as I said, attacked us, and we defended ourselves. Right now we are. Right now we. And he gestures between himself and her and says, "We have no need for any violence.
No, we don't. Just give
So
it over and I'll leave.
give what over?
The sapphires.
No,
No!
I have to talk to mommy about the rubies.
you're not.
I don't like where you got them.
You are leaving here with nothing more than that whence you came.
She's leaving here with more information than she had to begin with.
This is true. So I would take that with you and be satisfied. It will not
All
get
right,
better.
fair enough.
Okay.
Go ahead, Ambrose.
Ambrose would sort of saunter down the stairs, and address the dragon and be like, "So, listen, you obviously think that we have slighted you, but we haven't, is the thing. So, here, first of all, s- really quick, do we know this dragon's name? Was that discussed while I was
Ephemiandra.
DC?
Yeah.
Ephemiandra. Okay. Ephemiandra. We don't have any sapphires. We might have rubies. I forget, honestly. They're always those people always gallivanting, always adventuring, always doing their stuff. We pick up a lot of things. We pick
She's
up a lot
gonna.
of things.
She interrupts Ambrose to point a paw at Althea. She has a sapphire. I can feel it.
No. Listen, I I can tell what this is. You're because it's a place I've been in several times myself. You want to impress mommy, right?
Johnny's just got this really worried look on his face right now.
She does, but I'm kind of laughing to myself, so I can't say it. Mommy loves me. I'm gonna do good by her.
As every good mother should. You want to make her proud, of course.
She nods.
Well, if I told you, I know a place where you could get a whole heap of sapphires, way more than we ever have, and you go there, get those sapphires, smash that place up, bring them home to mommy. You'll be kid of the month for years.
Mommy told me I was supposed to get that one.
But what about more? Wouldn't it be more impressive if you came back with more for your mommy?
More is better than less.
More is better than less.
Um, Valis nudges Ambrose and goes, "You could always say it's the same one." I don't know if you heard that.
I didn't hear that.
Oh, Valis nudges Ambrose and says that she can always say it's the same one.
You can always say it's the same one. Come on.
Um, hmm. I think I'm going to need a charisma persuasion check.
Ooh, okay.
Unless
Got
you
a
think a
character
different one
sheet
would be
out.
more applicable.
No, yeah, that makes sense. Probably, probably
Can Johnny
persuasion.
kind of yes
Give
man this
some.
one and give Ambrose some advantage?
Valis is giving him advantage.
Okay, cool. Okay, as long as somebody is. Double secret advantage.
My forge appears to be not working.
Okay. While you reload, do you want me to just roll it or click
Yeah,
the
just,
button?
yeah, just, yep.
Don't fuck it up, Jacob.
I'm not sure I can. I didn't see his persuasion skill before.
Okay.
Wasn't great rolls, but all right. He nods along with Ambrose towards the end as he's mentioning the idea of grabbing more sapphires to and claiming one of them is the one she was supposed to get. And says, "Where are they?"
Huh?
You said you know a place where she can get a heap of sapphires. She's asking where
Oh,
they are.
yeah, that was in character.
Oh,
The
I wasn't
Go
sure if
ahead.
I
no, don't
came
worry.
through. The sapphires, where are they?
Oh, well. So there's this place
Ugh.
called Eccleshall,
What?
I think.
That's not in character. What?
Eccleshall in Surrey.
Oh, yes, that place. Uh, Eccleshall. Yeah, you got it. Okay,
The,
Eccleshall in Surrey. It's real far away.
it's a it's a little encampment just to the east of this town called Eccleshall in a region called Surrey.
Right.
So tell me this, young dragon, have you ever heard of Urath?
Does it taste good?
Uh, actually don't know. Urath is a being that is worshipped by lots and lots of folks. Like, surprising
Like
amount, I
mommy.
recently found out. Yes, exactly. Very similar to Mommy. And just like Mommy, the followers of Urath are a fan of shiny things. They're a fan of those sapphires. It just so happens that there happen to be little encampments of them set up all over the world. There just so happens to be a smaller one east of Eccleshall in that Surrey region that I happen to know is just chock full of sapphires.
She say I don't know where that is. Um,
Oh, well,
Ambrose should have a relatively decent idea of like the general
yeah, I've seen
layout of the
maps and
country.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's I don't have a map in front of me, so
Yeah.
I don't know where Surrey is.
It's over there.
I would say Ambrose figures it's probably in the like 500-ish miles southeast of here.
So it's a bit of a trek, young dragon, but I promise it's worth it. It's about, give or take, 500 miles south of here, which sounds like a lot. You can fly, so that's like what, half a day?
I could do it in half a day.
Exactly. You're a
Which seems
pretty
like
strong
she's
dragon.
guessing at that.
Like, she knows how
She
aeronautical miles.
hops back up onto the top of the garage, looking down at the courtyard. She beats her wings once or twice, seeming prepared to leap off and into the sky. Looking once more around at everyone. If they're not there, just sort of lets that threat hang in the air.
Mhm.
Oh, they'll be there. Trust me.
She nods and says, "But I don't like what you said to me," looking at Johnny, "and I need an intelligence saving throw from Johnny and Althea."
Petulant little shit.
Spoiled princess.
There we go. Johnny keels over dead,
Uh-oh.
and followed by Althea.
All right, let's see if Forge will let me do this.
Plus dead.
There's
Just
about
a
to be some
momentary.
shenanigans.
Indeed.
Oh no. If he doesn't know if Forge will let him do it.
Was no way to test it beforehand without playing
Oh
my hand.
no, this is not what I was expecting. I
Althea,
was
Uh-oh.
expecting a polymorph, actually.
Althea and Johnny find themselves looking out from slightly different perspectives. Each other.
What?
Hold on.
What? So we're doing like 13 going on 30 or whatever that. Wait, is that
Freaky Friday,
Freaky
yeah,
Friday?
13
There
going on
you go.
Freaky Friday. Doesn't have the sonic energy to make it permanent, so but does does have a duration until you complete a long rest.
Oh, it says for an hour.
Yep, it enhanced it. It
Oh.
blew through a bunch of sonic energy too for its shenanigan. As if I don't find them there, I'm coming back. And she jumps into the air and flaps her wings, kicking off and flying away.
Johnny's gonna look at himself for a second, like literally looking across the courtyard at himself. He's gonna look down at his hands. And go, ah!
You should have, yeah.
Did you
All
swap?
right,
Did you swap their control?
What?
probably.
in Johnny's voice. In
Yeah,
Johnny's voice, Althea says, "What fresh hell is this?"
I don't know, but you're one handsome looking guy. And Johnny's just Althea's looking horrified at this. Yeah, Johnny Althea's looking horrified at this right now.
So what did the rest of us see?
Yeah, I no longer have access to my own character sheet. This is interesting.
No, you don't. You should have
No
access
idea
to a
how
different one
scary
now.
looking I was.
So I should now have access to Althea's character sheet?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I do.
That's fun.
And you should have access to mine.
That's amazing.
Okay.
That's fucking
I can do it.
funny.
This is really wrong.
Wait, okay, so Jacob, what did the rest of
Ooh,
us see?
you're not doing so well.
Nope.
Nothing really. There wasn't any magical discharge, any visual effect, audible. It's
So the
a sonic
dragon
ability.
so the dragon just glared at them.
Yep.
And then they
And then,
started reacting like, "Ah!"
like, who am I?
Okay,
Who
so
are
Rana
you?
runs up to them and says, "Are you guys okay? What happened?"
It's me.
What do you mean it's
Johnny
me? Of course it's
Johnny
you.
raises Johnny raises his hand. Johnny. Johnny raises Althea's hand and says, Johnny.
And Althea raises Johnny his hand and says, Althea.
Ambrose raises his hand and says, Ambrose.
What?
Donkey. No.
I'm making waffles.
Erglath will approach Althea and say, I admire your restraint. The dragon may have made a good political prisoner if we had so chosen, but I'd have also angered the other one.
Your boss.
I don't have any idea.
Yeah, Johnny will
Johnny's
point.
body says, Dargaloth, over here. And how could we have made a dragon a prisoner?
Yeah, your boss is over there, buddy.
Shrugs and says, oh, that's a weird thing. Just sort of reacts. Just doesn't really focus on anyone. Says, okay. Just seemed young. Maybe easily cowed. Or
Easily
Persuaded.
bluffed, yes.
She clearly wasn't easily cowed.
cowed might not be the right word.
Uh,
Easily tricked.
Rana
Manipulated.
Rana waits.
I mean,
well, Rana is
was.
the dragon clearly like gone? Like she can't hear.
Yeah,
us
you
anymore?
you see it flying away.
Okay, Rana counts to 10 and then looks to Ambrose, steps a little closer, and then says, are there actually any sapphires over there?
So, I have no fucking clue.
So,
I thought you were going to send her to that dragon carcass.
Or to the place where the gem spider was.
the
It's the same.
No, the gem spider would have been smart. I sent her to the home base of one of the other cells of the cult of Urath. So,
You probably knocked that one off the list, Vala says.
so
yeah.
hopefully
I
she
mean,
causes some havoc
ideally,
there.
by the end of the week, we're going to be down one more cultist cell. However, up one angry dragon looking for sapphires. So, I guess we'll burn that bridge when we come to it.
So she might come back. So she's gonna come back and be very angry.
Probably.
How?
Johnny just looks at
Mhm.
Althea's body looks at Ambrose and goes, buddy, that was a good stalling tactic. Well, we'll just leave it there. Because
Well, and
heat of
the
the moment, right?
And the only
of
reason
the
that I
moment.
didn't want to take this thing on well, not the only reason, because some of us are. Man, you feel awful.
Thanks.
You've taken some damage.
In ways you can't yet imagine.
Be careful with me, please.
I'm
The reason I didn't want to engage with that thing is because if we killed the princess, Mommy would be coming after us.
Yeah, that's probably a fair point.
So
yeah, and
that's why I wanted to send her very far away, because I assume that her cousins are probably part of some royal lineage. So this Tanya the Comforted, or whatever her name is, probably
Tyzira
not
the
going to be very
Tender.
happy. Tyzira the Tender, thank you.
Tanya the
She's probably
Comforted.
not going to be super happy with us for killing those wyverns.
Johnny says, speaking of which, we need to harvest the whatever we can off those carcasses, because that'll make some good armor. And it sounds like we're going to need it real quick.
True.
Yeah, I'll
How long is this gonna
definitely do that,
last?
because that sounds cool, but probably keep that under wraps, because killing the wyverns is probably bad enough. If that Tyzir lady shows up and you are wearing her kin, that's probably going to be even worse.
Johnny cocks Althea's head at Ambrose and goes, that was really a great point. We'll keep that one under wraps, yeah. But we still could use the materials. Dragon bones is
Just put tabard over it or something, and I'm sure that Gaz will be happy to dispose of the bones.
we're going to want some of those bones to make weapons too.
Mine.
Right.
Gaz, wait, buddy, please. Before
Fully
you go,
feel free to harvest all that stuff. I'm just saying,
yeah.
until we have this dragon situations figured out, probably keep it in the trunk of the in the battle wagon or bury it in the backyard somewhere.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's like, Johnny out there will look at Gas. I understand that you want some of those bones, and I'm not saying no. I'm just saying let's figure out what can be used best for weapons for the rest of us too. Sound good?
I'll take what I need.
Perfect. And I'm not arguing you.
Right. And Johnny says, "Gentlemen," to the guards, take up lookout posts on the walls, all four sides.
I look to Althea for confirmation.
Althea will look at until further notice. His voice is my voice. Go.
Sounds literal.
If I dispel magic one of them, will it affect both of them?
It's. I wonder if magic is affected by this. Probably not, huh?
Oh, is it not a magical effect?
It is not.
Psionics.
Never mind then.
Good
Bionic
old.
isn't magic?
Nope.
Does anyone have any idea how long this is going to last?
Yeah, I usually get
Maybe
like
you should both take a nap
reads
until
on
you feel it in the
people.
morning.
I usually get like reads on people by focusing on their like psychic energy with my freaky mind ready powers, and I'm getting a lot of crossed wires right now. This shit's weird.
Althea looks at Ambrose and says, "You're telling me."
Out of curiosity, which of you has the brand?
Ooh. Johnny will
Oh
look.
shit!
Check the hands.
Checking. Althea is checking Johnny's palm.
And Johnny's checking
It
Althea's palm.
is on Johnny's palm. Johnny's body's palm.
Well, that answers that question.
Yeah.
Well, this is an interesting
Good
development.
question, Rowan.
That is a good question.
That was a very good question.
Johnny,
Yeah.
is there something that I can do from inside here to dispel this?
Johnny thinks for a minute. Since I don't have access to my character sheet anymore, I can't tell.
You can always come look over my shoulder.
Yeah. Give me a second. I'm going to take off my headset and go look at my spell list real quick. I think the answer is going to be no, but let me check.
Huh. Well, if
That shouldn't be allowed.
If the brand
Well,
followed,
hey, you're the one who wanted to switch us.
well, if the brand followed Althea though, then Johnny would be able to cast the spell from Althea's body, right?
You're getting metaphysical on me.
Maybe it's the
I'm sorry.
how
Not just
how
kidding.
I'm getting a read on this. This is also Ambrose's read. Is brand is connected to the soul or the consciousness, whatever Cause wants to eat, which is whatever just got swapped, right? That could lead to possibly some spell crossover, but as far as I know, spells are more of a,
Skill?
at least in my case, of the body and of the soul sort of thing, where you kind of need both to make them work.
Okay.
You guys might not even be able to cast spells. I don't know what sort of chi blockage we're going
Yeah, I
with.
think you may have to repeat that for Paul because he wasn't online.
Yeah, I'm
hear
back
it.
now. Sorry about that. What was that?
It was okay.
Oh yeah, I was just saying when it comes to like spells and stuff, at least my and Ambrose's read on it, it's like a body and soul kind of thing where you need to put your all in order to put a spell. But since you guys have same souls in different bodies, I'm not even sure if you guys can make magic work.
Oh, charming.
Yeah.
I don't know, try it. Try casting something.
My thought was greater restoration. I know it's outside the normal spec for the spell, but it's a shot.
Well, outside the norm is something we're kind of knee deep in right now, so
Yeah.
give it a
Right.
shot.
Thanks, Jacob.
Here's the question with that though is that does consume a limited resource. So might that be something we want to hold off on until I don't know, a certain amount of time passes to see if it undoes itself?
Althea looks over at Rana and says, "Would you really want us going into battle like this?"
Not necessarily, but we could bunker down in the keep until we can see if it resolves itself. We weren't
If.
planning on leaving until tomorrow anyway.
Does anyone have any idea how long this lasts?
No.
I'm guessing Rana wouldn't know anything about an ability like this. Jacob?
It is uncharted water
Okay.
for pretty much everyone.
Okay.
And Johnny's body looks over at Rowan. Rowan, do you have any insight? Typically, you stay silent until you're asked directly.
Uh, Jacob, would Rowan have any insight? I assume no.
I'm going to send you a quick whisper, but the short answer is no.
Okay. So Rowan will respond that he is unfamiliar with it.
Rana
Okay.
will go see if she can find her grandpa.
And now I'm going to ask the Death Seer.
And Johnny will ask Dargaleth, "Do your kind have any knowledge of this type of thing?"
I suppose you're asking the half of me that isn't human.
Yes, I am. And I mean no offense. I'm a little bit out of my depth right now. So please don't take offense to how I may phrase things. I'm a little shocky.
So there's, I mean, I've seen the demons put people into, or form them into demons themselves, but nothing like this.
Okay. Because this is some really weird stuff.
What was the question to the Death Seer? Just more general, like, do you know what's going on?
Do you know how long a swap of minds like this happens? How long the duration is when a young dragon has affected it?
It's sort of tilts. You know that affectation where people will like sort of tilt their head at you? Where,
Hmm.
well, he doesn't do that so much as his whole body sort of tilts.
So he's just floating at like a 45-degree angle.
I mean, not that much, but yeah, it's like a um if
Like
upright
20,
is 90 degrees, he's at like 86.
Okay.
14-degree axial tilt.
It says black dragons are incapable of such things.
So what was that?
Interesting.
False. We just
Counterpoint. Sorry, we just
So that wasn't a black
Ambrose.
dragon? Was it
Sorry,
disguised?
Ambrose, what were you going to say, buddy?
Oh, he just said the Death Seer said that that's something a black dragon can't do, and Ambrose was like, false, counterpoint, and just points at Johnny and Althea.
Yeah.
says
If not, what kind of dragon is that?
that was a black dragon.
Then apparently you're mistaken in one of your statements.
Both
Or
are
was
accurate.
or was something channeling through that
Okay.
black dragon?
Or maybe she's augmented, found a way to augment or gain these abilities?
Althea, let's you and me go to the chapel. I think it's time we both pray to our deities about this.
Yeah, this guy's talking in circles and we're looking for a square peg right now. So Ambrose makes like a shooing motion with his hands toward
But
the thing.
I think Rana might have had a fair question. Is it augmented in some way?
It was larger than it should be.
Ooh.
It does say
What is that supposed to be?
it was supposed to have, or at one point there was a question that its response would have been along the lines of, oh, I think it was just the like general properties of the ability. It says, I am unclear, or it is unclear how it works, but the unfortunate news is that you are not dead.
The unfortunate news is that you are not dead.
That means that
Thanks,
the
bud.
the brand is still active and Althea is still a target and in an unfamiliar body.
Well, or it's talking
And
about whatever it's waiting for with the ember.
Now, the Ember is not with us, so that shouldn't matter to it. Oh, I see what you're saying. The group.
Yeah.
Althea, let's head to the chapel, shall we?
actually, damn it, my mouse isn't working again. Sorry.
Maybe you need to feed it.
No, maybe I need to replace it because I unplugged it and plugged it back in, and it's just being snarky. So Johnny's body will walk over to Althea's body and say, "Let's test the magic theory. Lay on hands. This body needs healing, and you have it."
Looking a little bit confused and not quite sure what to do, Althea will palm Johnny's skull.
Really?
I don't know how this works.
Great effort.
And try
Power comes
using
from
a.
within.
Say again.
The power comes from within. You have to.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it worked pretty much immediately.
How do you feel now?
You have to say how much you're using.
Oh, is it? Let's lay on hands or healing hands? Because I want to use the one that is just the number of hit points equal to her level.
Healing hands.
Yeah, it's healing hands.
Healing hands. Okay. Which should be 13.
Right.
Okay.
There.
Good roll.
Yay! I
Maximum.
missed it. Yay! It's automatic. Yay!
How do I apply that?
Just go up and edit the.
Just added it. Okay.
Yeah, just edit it.
That's the normal way, yeah.
Okay.
So
So that's
93.
91. 91.
91. Math is hard.
Math is hard. Oh,
I've done math before.
all right. I feel better. So that works. It's just a matter of figuring out how.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, so with the confusion of the minds going on, got some time. Nothing seems to have been planned for the remainder of the day for the group.
Who's going to go out and harvest the wyvern?
Johnny looks at Althea looks
Oh.
at Johnny and says, "We are," and most
All right.
likely Gaz.
Then let's go do that.
I can help.
Okay. You set about slicing up the wyvern, cutting down, trying to get what you can from the hide itself. Gaz greedily swallows every bone he can find and separate from the rest of the body.
We will want to get some leg bones, ribs. If Gaz wants the skull, I'm not going to argue with him about it.
That's the first thing he does.
Yeah, kind of figured.
By the time that Althea and Johnny get there, the skull's already been removed.
That's fine. That's just like I should have called that one. No, should have known about that one. Not a problem. And he says, Gaz, I would like to get, and he thinks of how many people use swords, like dragon bone swords. A bow.
Use the wing bones because they'll be hollow.
Arrows. Arrows. I'm thinking arrows for those.
I was thinking about the larger ones, but okay.
No, you're right there. Are any of these long enough to fashion another, like a reach weapon, like a spear or like another halberd or some such? Another simple weapon.
Like a single bone? Probably not.
Okay. How big are these wyverns?
Nunchucks out of their toes.
Large sized?
Okay. For some reason, I thought they were like bigger than that. My mistake. Okay. So
Yeah,
nothing there. But yeah, we're gonna look at things for handheld weapons for folks out of the bones, and then the
make a
armor.
list and get it over to me.
Yeah.
That way you can be sure that you're covering all the bases that you want.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Can I
Get
get that
into
to you throughout the week, or do you want it like
Yeah,
ASAP?
when you're ready,
Okay.
when you feel like you've run over everything, because I'll have to like look at it and make sure you're not on like 100 daggers.
No,
Right.
I get it. Can we take just a
Somebody's
quick
trying to level up
break?
something.
I need a quick break, so I'll be right back. All right.
Okay. Yeah, we can. I mean, we're about halfway through, so we could probably take a few minutes, use the restrooms and whatnot.
Thank you.
And I'll get a snack.
Oh my lord. Note to self, don't ever stand in proximity to another person when near a dragon. Oh my god.
Two
Oh,
enemies
that's
which must be within 60 feet of each other. That's quite the range.
Yep, so
that is
pretty much
so
we were just
fucking funny.
doomed. Doomy doom.
I mean, if the dragon did that because you mildly annoyed it, if I made it just go on like a week-long trip for nothing, it's gonna be so pissed at Ambrose.
Yeah. Of course, we also both rolled horrendously.
Yeah.
Our saves were both stupid.
Low key, like on the side though, it would be super fucking funny if Ambrose got to swap bodies with somebody because I want to see how this Eldritch magic works with somebody else in the pilot seat.
Oh man.
I will say as well, I guess just while we have a second, if it's possible for the like 4G crafty fellas, once we've got this whole dragon situation like settled, you know, is it possible to maybe get like some wyvern skin robes or something?
To be quite honest, I was thinking that Ambrose could really use a set of wyvern Kevlar
Yeah, because
to go under his clothing, so it's not obvious, but affords some kind of protection.
I mean, granted, I probably should have been specking more into like some mage armor stuff because I think that is a thing I can do. But Ambrose has just been wearing like basically the same getup since we met, so
Yeah.
Oh man.
it might be time for an upgrade at some point.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so
Oh,
interesting.
Ambrose is talking about wanting wyvern robes, and I said that he probably just needs a set of wyvern body armor.
You know something, folks? Out of character time. It's been so long since we've had them. Tara and I each have inspiration for Johnny and Althea, and we forgot to use them on those stinking rolls.
I'm in.
No, not looking to retcon. I'm just like, wow, it's been a long time since we've had access to these things.
Oh man. Yeah, but I imagine even with that, what was the
DC was 18.
DC? Oh yeah,
For the saving throws.
Yeah, but no,
probably would
I,
still have failed.
oh yeah, no, no, and believe me, I'm not looking to retcon or anything. I was thinking about that for a second. You know what?
Wow.
it's like the because I approach D&D the way I approach video games, and to me, like, even though we get it, I think we get it pretty often because we're good at like being in character and stuff.
Mhm.
Using inspiration is still like almost a too good to use thing in my head, or I
Mm.
want to save it for something really good, but I keep just using freaky tentacle magic when I want to do something really good,
Yeah.
and so I keep
Hey,
forgetting to
Yeah.
use the inspiration.
your freaky tentacle magic is awesome, and we
So
love it.
Thank you.
Ambrose comes over to where Johnny and Althea are, and he says that he wants Wyvern what?
Oh yeah, he's been helping you guys like sort of dice up the wyvern and stuff after
Mhm.
Gaz took the head, I guess.
Mhm.
And I don't know, just Ambrose has been rocking the same robes basically since we met. So if I could
Mhm.
get like some fancy dragon skin robes or something,
Oh
that'd be kind of lit.
yeah.
Leather robes.
Let's talk, and I can definitely help fashion this for you.
Yeah, we don't have to
Hang
do it right now, and
No, no,
I
no, no,
probably
no,
shouldn't be wearing dragon when
not
a
not yet.
dragon is going to be pissed at me, but
Yeah.
right.
something for
No.
later. But
Yeah. Ambrose, we can
that
make
on the
this happen.
itinerary.
We can make this happen, okay? Because you're right. You've done so much and have taken so little. So let's get you something new.
Oh, I've died. Anyway, what are folks doing like back at the keep and stuff?
Yeah, I think this is going to take us a couple hours to do.
Mostly being what is it? Anxious
Anxious.
and unsure about approaching strangers. Like looking down the roads very intently, hoping that nothing else happens exciting today.
You pretty
Uh,
much.
Valid.
Valis will, while you're cutting up the wyvern, Valis will say something like, "So I was with telling it that you were that those rubies got dug out of the ground."
I was making an assumption
Oh well,
And that's usually
all
where
right.
because
rubies come
dwarves
from, right?
mine, and to my understanding, minerals and ground.
Well, those
No,
rubies could have only come from a dragon.
I
So
did. Johnny looks at.
basically, told that thing that you dug up a corpse, took the
Oh,
rubies from it.
and goes. Oh. He looks at
Oh,
the
that
mace
cleans.
on Johnny's on his body's hip and the the pendant that he knows is around his neck under the armor. He says, "Oh, yeah, I
If it
didn't
came
know
from the
that."
dragon, or if it came from the ground.
Yeah, Althea's got one of those too,
Yeah, I
and
said,
she's got the shield, and
yeah,
you've got the mace.
yeah. I
Ooh,
said, I didn't
My
know
axe.
that.
grave robbing is tight.
Wait, what was that? I missed that.
I said grave robbing is tight.
Do we
Oh
need to
goodness.
take skill level points in grave robbing now as a
Oh
profession?
Wow.
It's what
I
all the
think
kids are doing. It's like
I
grave
think it's a
robbing and vaping.
yeah, it's a tool proficiency of shovel.
gosh. Oh
Okay.
gosh.
Looks like Rana went to find her grandpappy. Um, Tonus imagines probably doing some more work on the mechanical stuff,
The first
engineering.
thing I'm doing is finally putting those stupid horseshoes on Liger.
Smart.
Oh,
Oh
the
God,
make
how
them go
long have we
fast
had
ones.
those?
Yeah.
Nice.
I was just looking in the party treasure, and there's still a lot of stuff in there.
I think
Yes.
some of that stuff has been claimed, and it's just hasn't been taken out.
Oh, that
Mm,
should be taken out immediately.
Uh, really quick, where do we see the party treasure again?
The book tab, Kings of, and then party treasure.
Ah, okay, I see it. I
See,
was
and
looking at the wrong tab.
I thought Rana took the topaz weapon tassel with the chain for her rapier.
oh, you know what? I did, and I forgot to take that off because I didn't know where to put it on my. And I
Well,
just audited my character sheet too. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
well, and I have a question about that. Practically speaking, how frequently does Rana use her rapier?
Almost never, but she grabbed it when they were prepping for the Fiacine attack. So she was
Ah,
assuming that she was going to be forced into melee, which she basically was, but didn't.
okay.
It wasn't ever more advantageous to switch to the rapier.
Can you not just put it on your bow now? So you're not
And
using an acid bow?
Will it do that?
topaz weapon tassel. Huh.
Sassel on a bow.
Attached to a weapon. Does it work on the bow?
Yes.
Okay, then
Okay.
yeah, she'll just put it on her bow
Oh.
then. That's a
I
good.
thought it was on the
So
bow
now-
all along.
I thought it
but
had to
then
be a melee weapon.
I wasn't rolling the d4.
So it
All right.
now does acid and thunder?
No, she's using a different bow now.
Oh.
Just like ACDC.
Thunderstruck. Oh. Um. Okay.
That was pretty good.
Oh, that wasn't what I wanted to happen.
Yeah. The rest of the
Okay.
day is uneventful.
Thanks,
Evening
Omega.
comes.
Uh,
Food is set out.
since Johnny has the 3 owls, I took those off, and he's got the dimension lock arrow. I'm taking those off as well.
I thought Rowan had the dimension lock arrow.
He inspected, and to my knowledge, he gave it back to Johnny.
He did.
Okay. Got
That bow, that arrow must be fired from a massive bow. Some would say it has to be better than just good.
What?
Has to be a great bow.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe
Yeah.
Rana can stick that in her quiver.
Sure, Johnny will hand it over.
Okay.
Also, real quick, while we're just looking at like party treasure and stuff, can Ambrose take the flensing knife? I've already got hella charisma, and I think pretty
Yeah,
good
was
at that intimidation.
that was the plan originally.
Was that the plan? Okay.
Mm-hmm. You called dibs on it when we found it.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I call dibs on so many things. It's
You
hard to
call
keep
dibs on
track.
everything, bro.
Oops, please ignore that. I'm so sorry.
What'd you do?
I accidentally clicked new consumable because I'm going to write down the dimension lock arrow.
Also, I
Yeah.
believe the
So Tara, do me a favor. Go to my inventory on Johnny, and delete the dimension lock arrow.
Oh, I can also do that.
No,
If it's faster.
thank you, please and thank you.
also I believe
At
the
the bottom.
quick flask
Yeah.
was intended for Ambrose as well.
Oh
I think
yeah,
you
he
should-
does
What now?
have that.
The speed flask.
Should definitely drop up. Well, wait, did the potions go bad in there, or do they just have to be in there for a while? I don't know.
Potions
They don't go bad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was just making sure. Yeah, you put a
Just-
potion in there in
Just
advance.
out of curiosity, is the party treasure being stored in Johnny's bag, or is it being stored in the in a battle wagon? I don't care either way.
I'm pretty
He's
sure
just
it's
make sure.
all it's all in the bag of holding.
Right. So Johnny's gonna they need to actually go through all this stuff, yeah, because he's like, get the shit out of my bag. Because I'm tired of carrying everyone's stuff.
Also, I just sorry, really quick, if I don't remember, is the flensing knife? Is it just like a dagger?
It's more the size of a steak knife,
Okay.
but it's thinner and a little bit like bendy, kind of like a knife that you might use to fillet a fish.
Oh, okay.
And
But instead you're going to be flensing a person.
and wasn't
As you do.
and wasn't
Um,
Ambrose also going to take the bracers of defense since he's just wearing a robe? I think we talked about that originally
I do
too.
already have those. Yeah.
Okay,
Those have been in
okay.
my character sheet for a while now.
Okay, cool. Green skin bracers.
I'm not sure if anybody.
Those are
Those,
bite
those are
attack
the ones
weapons.
that
Weird
give you
tough ones,
the
right?
tusks, right?
Yeah,
Do not care.
yeah.
Still
That's
doesn't
not
feel like
that's not Johnny's thing either.
It could be a last minute melee for somebody that doesn't have one.
The 3
Fighting
owls.
somebody does sound like an Ambrose move, but I think the tusks would really mess up my whole complexion I've got going on, so I'm a pass.
Yeah. I deleted the 3 owls because those are things that Johnny actually claimed. And I'm taking the dimension lock arrow off the list because that is something that Rana now has.
Yep.
Did Rana also claim the great bow?
Yes.
Okay, and the pike, what's that? What's the pike? Because remember, Johnny would have done
Just a regular pipe.
regular pike. Okay, no big deal. Anyone claiming that one?
I'm no.
What is this?
I don't know.
It's
Just a pike.
just a pike. Jacob, did Johnny ever get any magic who's he what's it's off the dragon horn medallion or the dragonhide coin purse? Or are they just really expensive?
You guys still have that? That's
Yeah.
they're just really expensive. They're art. They're technically classified as art, but you know,
Okay.
if you guys wanted to show your wealth, you just
No,
open up your dragonhide coin purse and be like, "I've got some coin for you, nigger."
I
Yeah.
was thinking more fence those things and put the money either towards the group, split it amongst the group, or put it towards the keep.
Yeah, because I'll tell you what, the young princess would not have taken kindly to seeing either one of those, and probably would have demanded both the diamond and the emeralds.
Yeah. So,
I'm
Oh,
good with
I,
selling them.
I mean, she doesn't seem to care about regular gems. She seems to be specifically after the dragony ones.
yeah. Does anybody have any qualms about converting those two items to the 10,000 gold and then just splitting it amongst the group?
No, but would Jacob
go for it.
prefer us to do that in? This is a question for Jacob because technically we can't really sell
True.
those here in Shiftnall. So if he
No.
would prefer for us to do that in Milburn or in a bigger city like Three Rivers, then we need to hang on to them until we can sell them.
Yeah,
Until
good
they're in a
call.
place that we can realistically sell them.
the entire town has come together. They will enshrine the coin purse in the city hall, but they're all destitute.
Except for that one beggar walking around in the top hat and the monocle who had to eat Havelock, right?
Right, yeah, that guy is probably real happy about his life choices. I'm sure he thinks about it every day.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. Let's see.
I
Blood
believe I have the
Reservoir.
Gauntlets of Giant Power if that wasn't already established.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember you taking this. So I'll take those off the list.
And take off the topaz weapon tassel too.
And the Topaz Weapon Test. Thank you very much for the reminder of
Yeah, I
that.
just added those to Rana's sheet.
Okay. Siege weapon plans. You got those
Yeah.
on your character sheet there, Tunnist?
I do now.
They're already installed.
Oh,
I mean, the
there's
plans
Oh.
aren't, but the device is.
Okay. But he was going to keep the plans to turn those over as well, right? Wasn't that the thing? We were going to
Probably.
double down on those.
He might have, yeah.
Okay, so I'll leave the weapon. I'll leave the siege weapon plans on the list.
Yeah.
Just trying to save
Monday.
you from having to talk them.
Let's
So your
see.
throat was not good.
Miscellaneous mundane gear.
I guess you
Oh
can
yeah,
say your
spell
throat
books.
Did Ambrose want the spell books?
Can Ambrose use the spell books?
I don't think so.
You only have like 3
Maybe.
spell
I
slots,
don't.
right?
What about your
Yeah,
cell
I'm not
phone?
sure how. Not sure how spell books work.
Can Rowan use the spell books?
I think he's the only one that could.
Rowan's not interested in them anymore. He's looked at them already.
and what he's needed.
And your haversack's done its thing.
Or
That is a
dedicated
cool.
I mean, the
crafters.
the haversack doesn't do anything with spellbooks.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we'll leave those there for right now. There's a blank book bound in some bluish flesh that I'm sure Rana is very creeped out about.
Yeah.
Flesh book.
Flesh book. As Johnny's going through the bag, he's pulling things out and talking them through. He pulls that one out, puts it back. He's like, nope. Blood reservoir. Vial of blood appears to be non-magical.
No, it's just a
Um,
vial of blood you found.
It says a blank
Okay.
book. It's leather bound. Rana would prefer to just burn it. We don't
Yeah.
need to carry it around.
Okay, then we'll
It's
tell you
got
what. Well,
secrets in it though.
I don't want to put it in the forge because I don't know what the flesh will do. But yeah, we can definitely incinerate it.
Yeah, we don't have to burn it in the forge, but
You're on mute, Tara.
It's blank, but is it truly blank or is it just hidden text? And have we checked that?
no, we haven't
Also,
looked at it at all.
Did we get this book? Where's this from?
This was either in the vampire lair or in the camp of the necromancer's army people
I
soldiers.
think it was neither. I think it was with the Blood Witch.
I don't think it was, but it's the
Johnny can.
proximity to the
It
Blood
was
Reservoir.
either the pus mass or the area directly before the pus mass.
It
I'm
definitely
hearing a
wasn't.
lot of different
It
answers.
Yeah,
wasn't the
and
pus mass.
any way we slice this thing, are we sure we didn't do that Johnny didn't do a detect magic on it at some point?
That's. I think
It's
that's.
not magical.
Okay, there we go. Good, that was a good question, Tara. That's a great question because so much stuff hits our books so quickly sometimes. So we're gonna sell the medallion and the coin purse. The crystal goblets, I'm good with just putting those into the keep as fancy ware, unless anybody really wants to sell off and get another 14,000 gold, which is not a bad thing either. But then we're talking about taking those and going into town, into a big city with them as well.
But we're already doing that with the other
Yeah,
items, so we might as well include them.
sounds good to me. We'll leave those in there. Magic gear, scrolls. Um, who can use the scrolls? Because Jacob, these are the scrolls you need to be able to cast in order to use, right?
Correct.
Anyone? Because if not, we can probably sell them too.
The spell books?
The
I'm talking
scrolls.
the scrolls.
Oh,
Well,
the
the spell books
scrolls.
too. I mean, if we're going into a big city to
Scrolls.
go on a selling spree, anybody who, if we cannot use these scrolls and spell books, we might as well just take them in and take them to a magic shop and sell them for what we can get, right?
That's a good point. I forget that there's limitations on scrolls.
Yeah,
Like they have to be in your spell
Spell
list.
list.
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Or
didn't know
some
that.
scrolls, but these are those kind.
Okay, so things that I'm leaving on the list, with the exception of the leather-bound blue flesh book. Uh, Everything else that's on the list right now, we are going to either turn over, like the siege weapon plans, or we're going to sell for the listed, as close to listed value as we can get.
Yeah.
Is that true? Okay. So then,
I think
sorry,
so.
With the potions, didn't Rana use the invulnerability one?
Nope. She had her own.
No? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, great, because I was about to hit the potions list. Um, Healing. Uh, Johnny will speak up and says, I tend to take a lot of hits. I would like to at least claim one of those.
Yeah, I've already got a few healing potions in my inventory, so yeah, for it, I guess.
Oh,
I
dang.
think we did some divvying up of healing potions already, didn't we?
Ambrose should have a ton of healing potions. We gave
Yeah,
Ambrose the
Do
most.
Hmm?
I have like I've got 2 potions of greater healing and a potion of superior healing on me.
Yes, that
Yeah,
sounds
you're
right.
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, is that Tonus?
I think it
She has
was.
something on in the background.
Yeah.
Omega. Omega. Okay, whatever.
All right.
No, I'm not on mute.
No.
I just added 1 potion of healing to Johnny's inventory.
Thanks. Who wants the other one?
I don't need it.
Can we? Is there any hierarchy about Johnny taking them both?
No, he's a frontliner.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So I'll remove those. Potion of invulnerability.
Um.
Althea is the other frontliner, so
So yeah,
give it.
so she can grab it.
Okay, I'll
I
put that up.
think Ambrose used the potion of fire breath.
I did use one of those at one point.
I'm
Oh
pretty
That's
yeah,
sure we
when we
only
probably
were
ever had one.
inside.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure we only did
when
Yeah.
two.
we were fighting the elves.
Yeah. Okay, I just put a potion of invulnerability onto Althea's sheet, and I'm taking off the fire breath and the invulnerability potion. Heroism.
I don't even know
Ew.
what that does.
You get 10 temporary hit points that last for an hour, and you're under the effect of the Bless spell.
Sounds like something for a frontliner.
Nice.
That's
Probably Althea,
That's
Johnny,
the
or
potion of
Tonus should take
heroism.
that.
want to give that one to Althea?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put it on the
Sure.
list. Because it also lends itself to her jam. You know what I mean? All paladin-y and stuff. So let's see. And the elixir of stun protection for 10 rounds.
Rana could use that in the last fight.
Which one?
Yeah, she could have.
Which one? Sorry.
The elixir of stun protection.
Oh yeah, that would have been nice. I don't think I was ever technically stunned though.
Just exhausted.
Yeah. Stun protection.
Might as well take it, Rana,
Okay,
since no one else is piping up.
sure, I'll grab it.
Okay.
Can't hurt.
The Tome of Leadership and Influence.
That one should probably we should probably just keep that, because we can't use it right now anyway.
Right, it's got nearly 2 years on a recharge.
Right.
Okay, so
Who
we'll
the
just
heck
leave
knows
that
where
one.
we'll be in 2 years?
Right. So we'll just leave that one in the bag. Dust of Disappearance and the Horseshoes of Speed have lines through them. I'm going to delete them from the list.
Was
Yes.
all of the dust of disappearance used up by Althea?
Yes,
Yes,
it was.
it
There
was.
was only one use.
Oh, that was the invisibility stuff, yeah.
Yep.
Scale Mail of the Tundra.
Gives cold protection. Protection against cold.
Is that a medium armor? Or is that a
We've had that for forever. We just need to sell it.
Yes.
sell it?
Yeah, I've already
Jacob, do
just
you have
got cold protection,
a
so
gold piece count for that, so I can just put it next to it, so we'll know that we're going to sell it?
I don't.
Okay, I'll just put 2 sell on next to it, and we'll call it that done. The cross guard, relatively plain but etched with ancient designs from the east. Dried blood covers 1/2. Held when held makes you feel courage. Didn't Rana have that thing?
Wallace has been watching you guys pull stuff out and like sort of distribute it around, and he looks at it and like, why haven't you guys washed that?
Wash what?
The
Cross
dried
guard
blood
that
on the
has
cross
dried
guard.
blood on it.
Oh.
Oh, covers 1/2 when held. Interesting.
I think it's dried blood covers 1/2, and then should be a comma. When held, feelings of courage fill you. Uh, Johnny will answer from Althea and say, honestly, I didn't wash it because I didn't know if it was integral to the effect of the cross guard.
Well, I like things with blood.
Want it?
Drugs, and we'll accept it if no one has any um, objection.
Nope.
Nope. None here.
for homeboy.
You're part of the group.
All right.
Did anyone claim the Tusky bracers?
No, we should probably just sell those too.
Okay, I'll put 2 sell next to those. And if I recall correctly, Ambrose took the quick flask, right?
Oh, I did.
So you want to copy the stats on that before I take it out?
Yeah, let me see.
Just remember, you gotta put the thing, whatever you're gonna fill in there, an hour before you're gonna use it.
Yeah.
Just immediately pour in a healing potion.
Pretty much.
You could
So
just
really quick on that quick flask, do I So once I put it in the quick flask, do I have an hour to use it, or can I have something in the quick flask?
Potion has to be in the quick flask for an hour before you can drink it as a bonus action.
Ooh, okay.
So,
But
so you can store it for days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Years, centuries.
So you
Potion's
should
not that
However
bad.
so you
long.
should have a potion in it at all times, basically.
Yes.
Ambrose.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
you good to go on
Whoa.
the copying?
I did. As Ambrose grabs the quick flask, he's gonna fill it up with the potion of superior healing. Have that in the back pocket, just
Nice.
Okay. Summer Blossom. Eating the petals will restore someone to full HP.
in case I need to top myself off very quickly.
Hmm.
Oh, and that would be as an action, so just so we're clear on how long it takes to eat a petal, or all of the petals.
So who's taking that one? Ambrose? Is that what I heard?
Sounded like it.
Okay, Ambrose, you're taking the Summer Blossom?
I can, I guess, if nobody else wants it.
Can the
I-
petals be prematurely removed and like,
Ground up into a paste.
or like spread between the party, or do they have to remain part of the flower?
Once you start removing the petals, you got to eat them that round, or they lose their magic.
Gotcha. Thank you for the clarification.
Mm.
Oh, let's
Could be planted.
give that to Tonist.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tonus,
Tonus
yeah.
needs
So
some
Tonist
healing
is also
stuff too.
a mostly frontliner and has
Yeah.
taken none of the healing stuff. So
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
That's true. I'm good with that. Tonus, you good with that, man?
Sure.
Okay, so go ahead and copy it out. Let me know when you're done copying it out, and I'll remove it from the list.
The Summer Blossom.
Yeah, Summer Blossom.
Is it okay? Can it be planted, Jacob, or
It can be put in the ground. It won't really grow.
okay? Well,
it's Fey.
So we cannot cultivate more,
that
unfortunately.
was the overarching question. How many
Suppose if you,
petals eating its petals? Oh, you have to eat the whole thing, so it's a single use thing.
yeah, it's a single-use consumable to restore to full HP. The fluff is that it is a, I think this one was a tulip. Each one is a different flower. These ones happen to be, or this particular one happened to be been a tulip.
I got it, Johnny.
Okay, cool. Thanks. I'll go ahead and remove that then. And Ambrose took the bracers and the flensing knife, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. And then the last thing is the defenstration orb, the yeet orb.
That
Yes.
seems like an Ambrose item.
I was going to say
Defenestration.
Ambrose or Tonist.
I would say
I
to
like
me,
paint clothes.
It takes an
to
action
me,
to use that one as well, just
I
FYI.
think that it would be good for either Rana or Ambrose for our long range people to get close range people away from them.
Yes.
Okay, and with that perspective, Rana will take it. I guess.
Go for it.
Does she have?
I've already got like a
hold
bunch
it?
of.
Yeah. Let me know when you're done copying it.
No.
Defenestration orb. Or defenestration. What?
There may be a typo in there. I don't.
Okay.
I don't keep this thing in order. Just what you guys add to it.
Oh.
Inventory. Let's see. Where did I put that? I've got it.
Okay. Getting rid of that.
At some
Then-
point, Althea needs to talk to Dargolath about what he needs in terms of finances to keep the keep. Keep the keep. Upkeep the keep.
Upkeep the keep.
Nothing. We'll tax the populace
No.
Oh,
as per the norm,
Well.
unless you
All right.
have some plans for some industry to
Well, the mines.
profit.
Yeah, mines.
It's a type of tax.
That's a joint venture with the dwarves.
Right.
So we'll tax the dwarves.
No, we
Not a
take
good idea.
we take a percentage cut as part of the partnership.
Right. Which I think we already worked out.
We did.
Right. Yeah. So like I mentioned before, this is the staff keep is the keep staff is sort of background. They'll keep the place running. You don't have to worry about the particulars unless you really want to dive into the finances.
Let's micromanage. No.
Really don't want to have to do that. Just thinking, where's all the money for this coming from?
Well,
So
and
taxes.
that's why I'm saying we. Sorry, what was that?
The barony is where the money's coming from.
Yeah,
Yeah.
taxes.
And
Barony doesn't have any money.
standard taxes.
Taxes.
But my thought, Tara, to answer your question, was selling. Say we sell off the crystal goblets, right? And the total there is 14,100 gold. Depending on what the entire group has to say about it, because this is group find, put that money directly into the coffers of the barony for upkeep on the keep, and that should last for a long while. And then we don't have to worry about it anymore.
No,
If
because we don't have to worry about it as it is, because it takes
Okay.
care of itself. Alazan
Okay.
just said that. He just said it. It
Sorry,
takes care of itself.
I was
It'll
one
handle itself
tracking.
in the background.
Okay, I was one tracking. Never mind. Sorry.
It's fine. The micromanagey stuff around the
Mhm.
keep is interesting, but I think for the sake, because this is a broadcasted show,
Yeah.
the viewers probably don't really care. They want to see us doing
Good call.
adventure stuff.
Let's go
So
kill shit. Let's go kill shit. I apologize, guys. I'm sorry.
No,
I was one
it's okay.
tracking a lot.
oh, it's fine. Yeah,
All right.
just
Are we? So I think that's it. We got the special currency, but that's just fancy looking
I
oldie
think
coins.
I thought we had taken care of that. I've talked to.
We had discussed it, but we didn't actually get around to just converting it into
Okay.
money. But
Okay.
we can do that between sessions. It's fine.
Basically, Rana will have taken care of that in Three Rivers, so that is effectively taken care of. The players have not done the work to just translate that and distribute it to the party yet.
Okay.
So I'm sorry. I thought we had taken care of that, so I keep meaning to.
So should I just leave it where it is for right now?
Leave it for now. Yes, thank you.
Okay. Sure. That's everything. I'm going to go ahead and remove the blank book bound in the blue fleshy stuff because we know that we're going to go ahead and incinerate that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Everything else will stay as is, and we'll go ahead and sell it off and divvy up when we can.
Yep, we'll get that final figure probably between sessions.
Sure.
I
Good to
look
go.
at the rarities of the magic items you guys are selling, see what the reasonable GP for each is.
Mhm.
Okay. So yeah, that was an interesting rest of the afternoon for the group. What evenings
can
come?
we,
Sorry, go ahead, Gup.
yeah, I was just gonna say, can we count all of that like loot divvying up stuff as a long rest, maybe?
Yeah. Morning. Hey, look at that.
Hey,
What body do I wake up in?
Rana was going to recommend that we bunker down until the next day anyway to see if
Yeah.
the effect would wear off.
Yeah.
that's a good call.
You wake up in the body of Johnny,
Yay.
and vice versa. Well, no, not vice versa. Johnny does not wake up in the body of Paul. That would be weird.
Why am I an overweight middle-aged man?
Oh gosh.
All right. Good to go.
All right.
Okay.
Next
Okay.
morning.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, no, if you have something, then I'm
Next
not going
morning.
to talk.
Oh, well, I was just going to see. So we were planning on leaving, right? We were going to take off and head to what's her name to try to meet what's her name's Ainsley's army. Yes, was that the plan?
That was my plan, yeah.
Because we're kind of making this long arc southeast.
Yeah.
To meet Ainsley, take care of some of the cult stuff. We might meet the dragon on the way at this point. And then Johnny and Rana are doing some stuff southeast as well, or have some stuff southeast. So last I heard, we were gonna try to make like that long arc. Yeah.
That's yeah. I think I may be heading in the direction of Porthcawl.
Right. So then Rana will ask before we leave if we can stop by Milburn, because she has something that she needs to take care of there now.
No objections.
This is new
Yeah,
news.
it's about a day's journey. So
Which direction is that?
southwest.
So it is a
Southwest.
little out of the way. It's a little out of
Yeah.
the way, but it has to do with meeting the Earl of Kingsdale and clearing up this whole bounty business sooner than later.
Is this something that Rana needs the rest of us with her, or can?
No. Because I know you're worried about Leto and the whole tournament thing, so Rana can take care of this on her own. Which I guess means we could do it in the side chat. I just need to establish that Rana is able to do that.
Yes, we can. If the group heads south and lets Rana take off towards Milbourne at the closest like departure point, probably only delay by 4 or 5 hours, depending on how long it takes to conduct the business there, and so long as the group doesn't keep going without her. Well, I suppose it could be some sort of triangle motion, but
I was thinking since we're going to a major city, we could offload all
yeah,
this stuff
and offload everything, which deal with that.
Oh, sure.
as well.
Yeah, you guys could sell the stuff while Rana is meeting the Earl.
Where does everyone breakfast, assuming that people breakfast in this land?
The
I know Rowan's got his tower,
Oh, yeah,
Rowan does have his tower.
yeah.
so presumably he's in there studying and researching.
Great. Now Rowan's got an evil,
Yes.
sinister tower they conjured in the middle of a keep.
Pulling a Hamlet.
Yeah. Rowan Punzel, let down your hair.
Death Seer floating kind of off to the side on that 4th floor. There is that 2nd floor of the keep doubles as a dining area as well. That's where most of the guards take their breakfasts.
Yeah. Johnny would most likely go down to the kitchens and scrounge, and then go to wherever the main dining area is. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Breakfasting in the main eating main meeting area. Yeah. Where?
Go ahead.
Oh no, just where I put my token.
Okay. Yeah, they probably look at Johnny funny as he scrounges for food as they're taking up plates to serve. But nonetheless, would Tonist be with them, or already like working on stuff in the garage?
Tonus is kind of like up at 11 working late into the night as opposed to a early rise.
Yeah. Okay, so he's probably asleep in a room upstairs.
I'll come down for like a brunch or an early lunch.
All right. What about Ambrose? Guff.
You there, Guff?
Oh, he just muted himself.
He got nothing for us. He's in the rumpus room. What? It's his room, literally.
Yeah. And
All right. Well, we can figure that in a second. I need a Constitution saving throw from Althea.
Oh boy.
So bad.
Somebody try to poison me?
Maybe. What's the line? Yes, very yes.
Virus
Aren't
equals
you immune
very
to poisons?
yes.
No.
Or disease, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
No, I'm resistant. Or sorry, condition immunities, yes, diseased, but not poison.
Right. No. What's it to resistance to the damage type?
No. No resistance to poison.
Okay, not so bad. Fortunately, this one isn't more of a damaging one than, or sorry, it wants you to fail so that you suffer the negative conditions. The damage itself isn't so meaningful, especially since I rolled a 1. But since
Oh
you
yeah, long
saved,
rest.
you get that extra 3. You got a 20, and that does save, so are not poisoned and not whatever else fun might have happened. So as you're eating your meal, it has some strangeness to it as stomach lurches, bit of start to feel the effects hit, but able to resist. And I'm going to need a initiative check, but one of the halflings has it in for you, apparently.
So I need to roll initiative?
Yeah.
Just her?
No, everyone will, but we'll get there. And
Sure.
sure, some people can't be surprised, right?
Yo.
Okay.
Liger can't either, not that it matters.
I believe Johnny also has the alert feat now, which means he also cannot be surprised.
Yep. That is correct.
Okay, who's on there? Who's actually rolled?
Oh,
I have not
I
yet
haven't
rolled.
rolled. Sorry.
Is that initiative from everyone?
Yeah, might as well. You probably hear the commotion.
Well,
Okay. That's great. I rolled a 20 on initiative.
Where would Dallas? Let's guess. Just sort of hanging out on the wall, probably. Okay. So, with that, since Rana and Johnny can't be surprised, Rana watches or Rana realizes something's amiss as a halfling near Althea is brandishing it says short sword, it should have been a dagger. Has a dagger in hand, hidden, and is about to strike, or try to strike, anyways.
Okay.
Give me a perception check,
Oh. Perception.
or maybe actually insight would be better.
Oh.
Take that roll.
Okay.
Oof. Nice. Nice roll.
It's my fault. You get the roll either way. I just named the wrong one. Um, so notes that there's a second shifty looking one in the corner.
A second shifty looking one in the corner. Okay. And these are the halflings that we met in.
And gave hospitality, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, these are the ones who are coming and saying that they're being hunted and packaged.
Ah,
Now looking
now I
it
see why
over,
they're being hunted and packaged.
looking at the one next to Althea, maybe, maybe not. I mean, you saw a whole gaggle of them. Doesn't look like the ones that spoke to, I think it was Johnny at the time.
Hmm.
Interesting. Okay, so that group might have been infiltrated. Okay. Well, the second one, that's looking aggressive. But she is going to ring the bell and use
Oh, yeah, probably wake on.
her. I'm sorry, I'm looking for the abilities. Where? I'm going crazy. There it is. And
I didn't swap
use
your character sheet.
power word command.
Oh,
I'm trying to decide on what the command is going to be, though.
fair. Keep thinking about that ability myself, wondering if it needs to be changed, but we'll see.
Yeah. So she says, because she can use 2 words, she says surrender now. And when she says that, her voice like kind of echoes through the keep, almost like it's in tune with the bell that just rang. And the other thing that I was looking for was the DC. 8 plus proficiency plus unlocked tier plus my wisdom modifier. Fuck. Too many numbers. My proficiency is. I know I have this written down somewhere. 5. So 13 plus 3, 16 plus. So a 19. I believe
Okay.
19 is the DC.
All right. That's a good question, Omega. We're not on that map, so it'd be a couple floors up. You'll hear, so Tonus would be startled by the pretty loud ring of that bell. So
I'm
I'll just
assuming
tell
he's
it.
going to be dead before I even like get my pants on, so I'm not even worried about it.
Have you ever, I don't know if you've experienced this, but I remember when a fire alarm went off in my apartment and I was like, they probably have it handled. Just rolled over.
I've exclusively rented houses, so it's usually more of an issue.
Yeah, that
If the
I,
fire
sounds.
alarm goes off.
I did that with an earthquake once. That'll end soon.
Hmm. Okay. Johnny's can't be surprised, so Johnny's good.
All right, so I see the assassin behind Althea.
Yes.
All right,
And then if you want to try for an insight check for
I will
this
happily do an
one.
insight check.
Yeah. So you know about the one next to Althea.
Okay. All right, Johnny is going to. Um,
Oh, I'm such a dumb.
and I can clearly see the not the dagger, right?
Yes. You clearly see the dagger. Rana has commanded him to surrender, and he looks like his dagger arm is drooping down.
All right, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on Althea and
Okay.
say move to Althea. Actually, I was
Um,
going to say assassin and assassin move to
the
Althea.
assassin's like, I'm not moving. No.
Yeah. So let me cast Shield of Faith real quick because I'm assuming she's not wearing armor at breakfast.
That makes sense.
That is correct. Although I unequipped my armor and it didn't change my AC. So I have no idea.
That's
Okay.
because it's set as just a base total rather than any.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But if you don't have any decks, then it's just 10.
So
Oh,
now it's a
I
12.
think I'm 11.
Is the halfling next to me?
Oh, no, that's right. So
Okay.
10, so
Ah,
it's 12 right now. Got it.
And then for move action, Johnny's going to stand up and
go back forward
come
for a second.
and get clear of the table
Okay.
for freedom of movement. Staying close, but trying not to block Rana's field of vision.
Okay. The halfling steps away from Althea and to Rana and presents the dagger to her. Seems to be angry at himself with every step.
And all right, that's me.
The other one will pull out a small hand crossbow and fire at Althea. And ooh, a crit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Lucky for me.
Yeah, it's just one of those little things. It's, yeah, okay. 2d6. Oh, sneak it. Omega, does sneak attack damage get doubled on crits?
You just get
Yes.
the D6 equivalent, I
Yes, I
think.
mean.
Yes, it does, because it's a dice
All,
roll.
yeah, all dice.
Oof.
They miss smites.
Oh, it's an NPC, so the rogue levels don't matter.
Yeah. So 38 damage from the hand crossbow. It's a mighty
Good.
crit.
Christ.
And need a Constitution saving throw. As it drops the crossbow and will pull out a dagger.
Oh, jeez.
In case you're suffering from the Guff syndrome, you do have inspiration.
Yeah. This would be that time.
Something tells me I'm not necessarily going to die in this combat, so I'm going to save that inspiration.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, unless I just get critted on multiply by all of these halflings.
16 poison damage. And you're going to be poisoned the condition. Let's just double check that this one is a yeah, paralyzed. Yeah, paralyzed as well.
Ow.
And I don't remember which one of these it is. It's corroding. That doesn't make sense. We'll just know that it's poisoned and paralyzed.
Just put the 2 conditions on myself.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, having those shortcuts over on our character sheets is really helpful for these types of things.
Shortcut on the character sheet. It is Rana's turn to go again.
Is Dargoloth going to do anything about this?
Oh, I mean he's not a combatant, but he will probably yes. He'll go out to the front and call for guards. Good call. Oh, but he was also surprised, so it's gonna happen in a second.
Right there.
Rana will
Initiative.
call out for someone to. Well, she'll take the dagger from the halfling next to her, assuming that's a free action.
Interact. Yeah, you can interact with an object for free once a turn. As you look at it, you see that it is slick with some substance.
Yeah, so she'll tuck that into away from the halfling to make sure that she can't. He, she, them,
He.
they, he. Okay,
He.
can't grab it again, so she'll tuck it into her pouch. Call for someone to restrain the halfling and then use power word dread on the other halfling.
Okay.
So if it has more than 60 hit points, it is frightened. If it has below 60 hit points, it is paralyzed.
All right. If it, what, how long does the command last? Is it just the one? I forget how we worked that ability out.
I do not believe
It was just the
that
one, right?
that was
The
not
normal one round.
I have no idea.
Okay.
Whatever you think is fair. That's not been detailed on my notes.
Okay. Is Rana doing anything else?
That power word dread takes her bonus action and action.
You cut out.
I cannot do anything else.
Okay.
Oh, power word dread lasts for 5 rounds, but we didn't say about command.
Probably the one then, because
Okay.
based off the spell.
But that's why she's asking someone to restrain the halfling that's next to her.
Yes. Vals will come in and probably fire at the one with that's still up. It'll be Johnny's go.
All right, Johnny's going to, let's see. Guiding Bolt, the one that is attacking Althea currently.
Okay. 2 misses from Dallas.
And he's going to upcast that to a level 2. It's going to miss. I know it's going to miss.
It does. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
miss.
Okay. And then he's going to, for his move action, get around over here.
Okay. Up in the tower, Rowan can hear the commotion in the keep.
Okay. Well, not an easy way down, so Rowan will. Where's the door to the keep?
Right here.
Okay. Rowan will just dim door over there.
All right.
And then, oh, I guess it's stairs. And then open the door.
Omega, Tonus can hear the shouts for guards from downstairs.
I
These ladies
will.
probably just roll over, but
What
figured I'd
floor
check
am I
in.
on?
What was that?
Where am I and what floor am I on?
You'd be on the 4th floor. If you dash, probably get down to the 2nd floor in a single turn.
How about the window?
The window is another option, yeah.
Which side of the which cardinal direction is my room on?
The guest quarters have rooms that have windows on north, west, and south walls, so that where you pinged is an option.
My goal, if possible, is to land either here or here.
Okay. We'll just call it a 50-50 on which one.
Either one is acceptable.
Yeah. Or I guess that 1 will be north, 2 will be west, 3 will be south. He's in the western facing window or room. So
is there
here,
a?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And this stairwell leads up to the 2nd floor already, right? So that would be
Right.
what, like a D6, right, of damage?
Oh, if you just fell and landed, it's 20 feet, so 2d6.
Oh, sure, I'll take it.
Ooh, average.
I am here.
Did Liger jump down as well?
Sure.
Haha, another 2d6.
Is the 2d6? Oh, it's a separate roll. Okay.
Ugh. Nah, he's got a bunch of health.
We are here.
All right, you can see a halfling having been just disarmed by Rana. He stands there kind of like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do now without that weapon I just had, but Rana is calling for someone to grab him.
Oh,
The
I'll
oth-
do that.
the other one is brandishing a knife at Althea. She is, I guess, paralyzed would put her sort of um, face down in her meal.
She's choking on her porridge.
I think
Or
it's that
drowning
bad.
in porridge rather. What am I looking for here? Is an effect that of the feature. If I go for a grapple, that's just a straight strength check, right?
Athletics, yeah, if you have it.
I'm going to activate my Rune of Frost. Then I'm just gonna like grab him, I guess. So that's athletics.
Yep. Just gonna use was it acrobatics because that's what
I
they
would much
do.
rather not use acrobatics.
No, he's
Uh,
gonna use acrobatics.
there is the artificer thing that lets me attack with int. Does that work here?
Attack with what? Sorry.
Intelligence? What is
Um,
that lets me do that?
jump. think so. Ugh.
I'll just do the roll.
Yeah, I GM rolling
Right,
this.
do I have advantage on grappling if they're flanked?
No. All right. This guy's pretty nimble. He
Oh, that's
ducks out
actually
of the way.
21. There's the +2 from the
Okay.
I'll do a can I
Yeah,
do a
so
flash of genius as well?
to give yourself an additional 3,
Yeah. So
you
24.
can.
So it's +5.
Right.
24.
So I'm gonna post this so you can see, but that just barely does not work in Tona's favor.
Oh no.
Inspiration then.
Squeezes out of the grab. But
I'll
that
use my inspiration then.
okay, that's fair.
Really wants to grab that.
Yeah.
That
Well, you're not
halfling.
going anywhere.
How is inspiration? I have to take the second roll.
I mean, either way, like if it's less, it's not gonna impact anything, right?
Is there anything else I can do here? Let me see. I'm seeing if there's any other effects I can stack here.
I just need one more.
Genius,
2 more.
action surge. I can only use the flash of genius once a turn.
That makes sense.
Oh, it's a reaction, so I. Okay. Well,
That checks out.
Uh,
Now, if I remember correctly, that only takes one of the attacks. Like you swap it for one of the attacks that you get in your attack action. So you can either attack or try to
well, I
grab him
can
again.
still attack.
All right.
Sure. I'll just swing my hammer at him then. Because he's now pissed me off.
fair. Fair.
Same.
Rana tried to.
Oh, I have to do the attack. That's how this works.
Yeah. Ooh, that hits.
Nicely done.
Are you giving yourself advantage because Rana's there?
She has a bow. What is the other roll? 6 plus.
Your first roll was a 13, so that hits. I didn't even look to see what your results were. Whenever that happens, I always take the first roll when
Oh, I
it's
didn't
listed
realize
like
how
that.
low he was. I was going to try and do like a non-lethal hit, but.
Wait, what happened to his health?
He's
Why?
dead.
Is he not
Why?
actually dead?
No, I don't know what. I think I was on it to like adjust it, and um, I ended up just erasing the entire amount. That looks right. Okay. This is what Thomas just falls out, hits the ground, just gets up and walks in and smashes his hammer on a halfling. That's pretty good. Okay. Gaz will move over and try to whip this other halfling here. Whip it. Good.
Whip it good.
He elects not to do damage and instead grapples him. That's restrained, but I use that for grapple because I want to. Move 5, and then he pulls him away from out there. Oh, that's out the window. As much as he can, which isn't a great deal. Let's make sure that was right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then he has 5 left, so yeah, he can't pull him too far.
And because it's it's an involuntary movement, I don't get attack, right?
Correct.
Okay.
But he was trying to pull the halfling away from Althea because the halfling will now attack Althea.
He's frightened or
Oh,
paralyzed,
true.
depending
Double
on how
check
much
that.
HP he has.
Right. He had more than 60, so he's frightened.
Okay. So then his ability checks and attack rolls are at disadvantage while Rana is within line of sight, and then it can't willingly move closer to Rana.
Yeah, it's gonna speed at 0, so we can't do that anyways.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
he
just
especially
reading,
can't.
just reading the condition.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
so what? Double check their attack bonus. I think it's too low. Does a 12 hit the Althea with current circumstances?
What's your normal AC, Tara? Because you do you have a bonus for your dex? Okay, so you're on mute.
Published earlier.
Then okay, so 12.
Yeah,
Okay,
because the Shield of Faith gives a 2, so yeah, it's 12.
okay. So then he will hit. And because Althea is paralyzed, it crits for 35. The other
Althea's
one wrestles with Althea trying to get his dagger back.
Wait, with who?
Oh, not Althea, with Rana, sorry.
Okay.
So you can do either acrobatics or athletics as it tries to grapple. He's a small guy.
Let's do acrobatics.
Okay. Tries to grab at the dagger, not really doing anything. Darglath, with his slow ass initiative, runs out calling for the guards, who will start running into the keep. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we'll go back to the top with the Rana. I guess Ambrose, got dropped out at a certain point, so
Oh.
assuming he's having internet issues,
Oh yeah.
um, say that he's taken a long night. Yeah, so they're running. You hear some of them run into the third floor and heavy footsteps until they get to the staircase coming down. So you coordinate a couple to keep manning the tower just in case. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, run is good.
Rana backs up, casts healing spirit. 1 second. She's gonna cast healing spirit, and the panther will be on Althea.
On Althea.
Yeah, but I'm trying to see. Yeah, just at second level. Well, I don't know. She keeps taking 30. She keeps taking crits.
Gaz is pulling the halfling away from Althea, so by next round he won't be
Okay.
adjacent anymore.
Okay, then yeah, we'll try a second level then, just to try to, because it's the beginning of the day, so let's conserve spell slots. Um, so second level healing spirit on Althea, and then Rana will. I guess fire 2 big arrows into the halfling in front of her.
All
Told
right,
you to surrender.
he did for a round.
Yeah, well, she's still gonna say that. Like, what? Said surrender. So, oh, that's probably gonna miss.
It does.
Yeah. Well, okay, that doesn't look too
Rana has all
good.
inspiration if she wants to use it.
Not on that. Why? What?
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh no.
Okay. It
That's it for me.
come back to Althea. Althea can try another Constitution saving throw.
And she gains 4 hit points. Let's see.
So that's 9 with her own ability. So she does not shrug off the paralytic. It is, let's see, Valis will fire at the grappled one. Hitting once. And bringing us to Johnny.
Okay, Johnny's going to try upcast command to second level,
Okay.
which means I can affect both of them. and Johnny's going to use command phrase grovel. So I need a DC 18 wisdom checks from both of them. Saves, rather.
Grovel. Yeah, definitely within 30 of each other.
Mm-hmm.
They both fail.
Yeah. So they are now face down on the ground, sniveling and doing nothing else.
Not yet, they aren't.
On their turn.
Yeah.
Ro-
Fair.
Rowan's
Fair
go.
statement.
Rowan watches as, or everyone probably that has a vision of that sees the Death Seer sort of float down out of the tower and towards the front door. But it is Rowan's go.
Things seem to be in hand. Rowan won't do anything at the moment.
Bonus go.
Um. Do. What did Oh, he hasn't gone yet, has he? This guy here.
Yeah.
Let's try and grapple him again.
You have a pretty good idea that he's going to fall to the ground and beg for forgiveness.
You better. Does that mean I can move away safely?
I don't think
We'll attempt to move
he
away.
doesn't have a weapon on him.
You can try and like
Rana took his
bite my
dagger.
ankle or something.
Could possibly, slap you.
Yeah.
You didn't attack
Sloppy
Rana
hands.
when Rana moved away.
Yeah.
I have not been fall. Oh, they're both barely injured. Okay. What's this guy's situation?
He
Same.
is the Gaz's bone whip is wrapped around him. He's struggling against it, but Gaz is like pulling him in. He has a dagger in hand that he's trying his mightiest to stab Althea with and give her one too many extra holes.
Gotcha.
But he looks ready to drop to the ground and beg forgiveness
I'll cast.
for his turn. Now.
Is it what kind of dagger is it?
It looks just like a standard dagger.
I even still have heat metal prepared.
I love heat metal.
Is that one of the ones that just comes in Nate? Nope, I don't have heat metal prepared.
It's a level 2 for me, so I don't know.
I thought it was a Battlesmith regular
okay.
one.
Can I like grab his? Can I like double grapple him? Like grab his arm?
Yeah, try to grab. Oh, like with Gaz. I suppose you could assist Gaz in his grapple attempts, but he's already got him in hand.
Well, you say he's trying to stab Althea, so I would like to like
Prevent
either
that.
restrain his arm or
Yeah,
rip him further away.
yeah. Gaz is going next, so he's just gonna move the halfling next to him and then
Oh, okay, okay.
pop him.
Then I will stay. Can I hold action to like grab him if he gets free?
Yeah,
I will do that then.
it's a good idea. All right, Gaz pulls him 5 feet closer and bops him. Really, he's smashing him with the handle part of the whip, for that is also bone.
Mm.
Yeah, not too bad. And that brings us to the halflings, who both fall to the ground. And please, please don't. I'm so sorry. I can't believe we did this. And then they stand up and say, and now it's time to fight.
That ends their turn.
Yeah, they're done.
Oh, gotcha.
That was sort of like a humorous
Oh,
thing.
sorry.
Like after they do that and their turn's over, they're like, all right, back into it.
Let's go.
Okay, so there's no. Okay. Okay.
The guards stream down from above, interposing themselves and interposing themselves between, putting their bodies between the halflings and Althea, and basically pull out like their short swords and just start stabbing and slashing at these guys. And then I think that will bring us back up to Rana. Yeah.
Okay. Rana activates. She rings Mie's bell and activates tier 1. Just for some.
Those were shit rolls. Those guards hit nothing.
Ugh.
Let's see. She will. Hold on. If she's grappled. If I shoot this one, do I get advantage because it's incapacitated?
He's not incapacitated. He's just grappled.
He's grappled? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not reading this correctly. My bad. Okay.
Were you reading incapacitated or
No.
restrained?
No, I misread. Nothing.
All right.
So then she'll just shoot this one, or
Okay.
try anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe roll higher than a 4. Oh my god.
Rana has inspiration, just to, if you forgot from last round.
I don't want to use inspiration on an attack.
How well armored are these guys?
They aren't wearing armor at all.
But I
I'll
might
give her a +3.
if this continues. So
Rana, you get a +3.
We'll try one more. Okay,
Does
that's
a
hit.
14 hit?
Well, I mean, going off of that 11 she rolled,
Yeah.
that was a nat 1, so it doesn't matter
Oh,
what you
never
add to it.
mind.
Okay, and he's taken damage. So here's the D8 for Colossus, and then here's the D4 Thunder. Well, of course.
What if you consider the +3 to the base roll instead of the?
I do not.
Okay.
But good try there.
And then hold on, she
That's
will
pretty cool.
actually move. Can she move? Can we move through allies?
Yes.
So can Rana get here? Or no, actually here.
Yeah.
Then she will. She will go that way. She will go here.
That will bring us to Althea. Do another Constitution saving throw. All right. Althea is
Hey.
no longer paralyzed.
Oh, she also gets a D6 of health.
Wipe the drool off of her mouth and you are muted, just FYI.
Thank you, Rana.
Mm-hmm.
Keep them alive, or at least one of them.
Okay. Althea, do anything else?
Oh, is it my turn?
Yes.
Oh. Problem is, I don't think I brought any of my weapons with me to breakfast.
I mean, you probably
Paladin,
at
heal
least have
thyself.
like a dagger, if nothing else.
Funny thing is, I actually don't have any daggers in my inventory.
Take one from
Truth be
Rana.
told.
She's got an extra.
Rana will give Althea the dagger she took from the halfling if she asks for it. Oh!
The poison slicked dagger.
Yep.
Yes, that one.
Mm-hmm.
Give them a little bit of their own medicine.
Pretty
Literally.
much. So take that dagger
Yep, she can have it.
and come up here, and he is flanked. So.
There, it's on your character sheet, even.
Oh, thank you. Da, da, da.
Yes.
Attack.
That will hit.
Okay.
The dirty 20. Ooh.
Plus whatever poison damage.
Give me 2d. Oh shoot, what did I have? Were those
D12s.
12s? Yeah,
12s.
2d12. Sorry. Really didn't want to have to go back to that page. Looks like he got a nat 1 on his constitution, so he takes that and then he falls over and he sort of twitches. He looks like he's been paralyzed. You really gave him a taste of his own medicine. One to another. Althea does have another attack if she wants to use it.
Coup de grace, coup de grace.
He's paralyzed
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that
and
might be.
grappled. Wait,
I
so
guess he doesn't fall to the ground. Would have held it up.
but he's paralyzed, so I really can now crit him and just give him a taste of his own medicine.
Yep. If you hit, go for it.
That is probably the easiest one for us to keep alive, though.
So if I hit him,
It's a crit.
if I hit him at all, but
Yes.
no, but I have to go over his AC.
Yeah, you have to hit. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see, how far did I move? Because I'm actually thinking about going for this one instead.
Oh, to try and paralyze them both?
Yeah.
Nice.
So here, and we will go.
A dagger is noticeably less slick with poison after delivering its dose to the first guy.
Okay.
But that hits.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So that will bring us to Johnny.
We only need to keep one of them alive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Johnny's going to use Toll the Dead on the one that is that Althea is currently facing. I need a DC 18 Wisdom save, please.
I will roll a die and tell you that he failed.
All right.
He failed.
You all hear this very familiar intoning gong sound.
Oh, that's the one that's between Althea and the guard, right?
Yes.
He's near death.
Wow, these things are tough.
He's the nearest to death that he's been in many a moon.
The magic pixel.
Yes.
Magic pixel. And then Johnny's going to, because he's just had enough, we're going to cast Spirit Weapon.
Okay. Oh, I think you've still got a spirit weapon on the map.
I
Let me
do.
get that for you.
That's actually. Wait, this one?
No, there's two of them.
Oh,
There
there
you
are
go.
two.
Yeah. Is it normal attack? Or is it
Yeah.
advantage?
That's normal.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
Wasn't sure if he was paralyzed or not.
That hits? No, that one isn't.
Okay.
He falls down. Halfling go down. I think this
Halfling go down.
fight is pretty much in hand, so we can probably call it there.
Yeah.
Say that you've succeeded, unless there's any enterprising souls that want to have them be dead instead.
Rana would recommend knocking out the one halfling, but
Yeah,
other
that's
than
what.
that,
Well,
That's what Althea has already asked for. But
yeah.
see how
Oh, I'm
much
sorry.
Tonus or Rowan want to kill it instead, which I assume is none. All right.
And there is a healing panther active for anybody who needs healing. So
Yes.
mostly Althea and Tonus.
2 rounds have gone by, so 8d6 for
Eight.
anyone that wants it.
And reroll your ones.
So, roll
I'm only down 7. Try to top off.
8.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Reroll. Actually, hang on.
You overheal and explode.
Reroll
You deify for half a second.
less
I
than.
know, positive energy.
Wait. Reroll less than 2? Reroll less what?
Less than 2, yeah.
Less than
Or-
2. I don't know if I've done this right, but I'm gonna
Reroll
try.
your ones.
Nope,
Probably.
error. So it's
Error.
heck with it. I'm just gonna do it manually.
It's fine. Yeah, that's
How many of those were ones? Because
Just
my
one.
screen's not showing me.
One of them was.
Just one.
Okay.
So you're at 26 right now. 29 points. That's what you got back.
Okay. That's not much, but it's
How,
better
how-
than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick.
So are you down close to 70 points?
Yeah, I was down like 90 points at one point.
Okay, Johnny's going to slap a heal on
So
her.
I'm at
Like
76 right
spell
now.
heal?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Damn.
No, we're out of combat. No. He's going to rethink. I want to rethink that. I haven't cast it yet.
Okay. Yeah. Retcons are easy when it's right after they happen. You can always be like, friendly
Yeah,
game, and I'll be
rethink
like,
that
yeah.
one.
I was gonna say Rana has a little bit more healing that might conserve some spell slots. It's not much, but
No, and Althea will say no. No, don't use that right now. We don't know what else the day is going to hold.
Oh,
okay. Jacob, you're not muted.
I mean, interesting.
Yeah, and that's why I'm putting my my spell back on there. There. Okay, it's good to go.
Dargoloth, take the guards and round up the rest of the halflings, please.
Yes, my lady. He just seems like he's been remiss in his duties and takes them out.
Well, that
All right.
didn't take long. Rana's talking about already there being one attempt on Althea's life. She just got back.
Yeah.
Or sort of just got. She just got here. She hasn't even done anything to piss you people off yet.
Seriously.
While the one halfling is paralyzed, Gaz throws a loop of rope around him and oh no, Valis does and ties him up so that if the paralytic ever wears off, he's still bound. Just sort of
Valis?
pushes him with his foot into the corner. Sort of shrugs like, yeah. I know.
That'll work for now.
We got to make sure to interrogate him.
Search him. Make sure we search him. He doesn't have another dagger before he gets bound.
I'll expend 5 points to heal the poison condition.
Okay.
Or stop the poison condition. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Sort of heal it, remove it, cure it.
Not just a dagger, like anything sharp. We don't want him pulling like
Yeah.
a Hollywood, like, oh, I have a shard of glass and I can cut the ropes. Like, we don't want that happening. So
You were only looking for knives. Yeah,
yeah.
I got it.
Oh goodness.
I've sharpened one of my toes. No.
My fingernails.
Oh gosh.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Get the clippers. Okay. Yeah, the guards start getting the halflings. They were just sort of bunked up in the ones that weren't in awakened, like eating, were bunked in the barrack. So grabs those. Right after the combat ends, there were a couple other halflings in the room dining. They sort of pushed away and stayed out of the fight because to their eyes, it's like, oh, I don't know what's happening. Are they just deciding to kill halflings? Because from their perspective, it's a lot faster than the slowness of turns in combat. So they're a bit apprehensive, but Darkloth peppers them outside and into the courtyard.
Oh, let me take that condition off. So, going to step over the Death Seer.
Oh yeah, he floats backwards and allows passing.
Rana will make sure to stay by Althea. She's adjacent at all times.
Assuming. Sorry.
Whoops.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just confirming that that's what Rana did, and I understand.
What is going on?
Yeah, Johnny can't get out of this room.
Forge is freaking out.
I have been seeing it struggle a bit.
Oh.
Whoa, that was fun.
Yep.
Oh. Okay, we're back. We in there.
Been seizing up on me all day.
Yeah, Johnny will also be escorting because that's what he does. New text.
Text what?
Oh, over on my screen. Yeah. Beneath the wyvern,
What
the
the
dead wyvern,
heck?
it's saying cut into new text.
Blade harvested.
I
I mean, presumably we would have. I'm assuming Gaz got rid of whatever was left.
Oh, fine.
We're just gonna leave the corpse as a calling card.
Oh God. Well, that
Yeah,
is the
no.
calling card of adventurers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Corpses.
Methinks adventurers were here. How
Of
can you
course,
tell?
Gaz ate the new horde ornament for the battle wagon,
It's true.
the wyvern skull.
Okay. There's a gaggle of halflings. I presume you have some questions for them.
Mm-hmm.
They look
Uh,
around nervously. There's whispers going about that the ones that were inside the dining hall at the time are sort of whispering that Althea and et al. Slew two halflings before they were all called into this huddle.
who of your band just tried to kill me?
They look around wide-eyed, not sure what to say.
Huh,
I don't know what you mean, miss.
I'm going to start running insight checks to see if anything they say is falsehoods.
Do any more of them look shifty? Rana will be looking for that.
Yeah, so we can do like either a group insight check or one of you can get advantage.
I've got a +10 to my wisdom for insight.
Then go for it.
I'll do it at advantage and watch it just bombs. No, okay, not bad. Not great, but not bad.
Yeah, so they look around at each other. They seem mystified. They all sort of are look in that sort of poor, travel-worn garb. As before, when you met them in the village, they've got sort of makeshift weapons. Like um, one of them's like strapped a dagger on the end of a long stick, and like that sort of feel to their weaponry. Um, and they're yeah, no idea.
I'm going to
Say,
look.
I don't think we don't want to kill you. You let us come here.
Althea takes a look at the dagger in her own hand because she's still holding on to it.
Mhm.
Anything interesting about it?
It looks like it was just like a stock standard, quickly made thing. You can see um, with some of the like minor pointers that Johnny's taught out there, you can see that it looks sort of like a rush job rather than what a smith might, do with a lovingly made weapon. Uh, See like maybe a little bit of a strange angle at it on it. The handle is wrapped just in cloth, no special inscriptions or runes or etchings. It's not expensive.
No, nothing that would be necessarily recognizable to any of them.
No.
Althea is going to call out and bring the one that survived down.
All right.
Presumably somebody's still upstairs.
Sure. Yeah. I just sort of moved them around so but yeah, that's reasonable. Um, one of the guards drags him out, or tosses him at Althea's feet. More rough than necessary.
Any reactions on the faces of the other halflings? Do any of them seem to recognize this one?
There's a bit of fear in their eyes, but they don't know a sign of recognition passes over them.
Who is this?
I don't. He came last night, I think.
Last night, so he was not with you originally.
No, sorry, ma'am. He didn't talk much.
Didn't say where he'd come from?
They look around. It doesn't seem like any of them talk to him, actually.
And what of the other one? You two saw.
I-
She motions to the.
So the ones that were in the room eating
Yeah.
with them.
Yeah.
I think maybe they came together. I don't know them.
Dargolath, would anyone else know when these two arrived and from where?
He looks sort of appraisingly at the group. Um, there's roughly 1 second. There are 14 of them. And he says, or he sort of indicates pointing. These ones, pointing to about to 11 of them, all came together. First wave. Couple stragglers came in after that. These, this one here, and then those two.
Okay, so turning her attention to this one here,
Yeah.
because presumably those two would be the dead one and the paralyzed one.
Sorry. This one and then those two are all living. So 14 halflings remain standing alive in this courtyard being questioned. Got your one paralyzed, well, bound one, and then the dead one in the room.
Okay, so
the-
there are two other halflings.
Yep. So 11. So just let me rephrase. 11 halflings. The 11 original group came in together. Another one came, and then another straggler, two more, and then that final one. And the ones that fought are the second individual and the last individual.
So there are two more stragglers standing.
3.
3 stragglers standing. Okay.
And so presumably we killed one of the individual ones,
Yes.
and we have the other individual one in captured.
Yep.
You 11 can go.
They hurry over to the barrack and enter with whispers amongst themselves, wondering if they should stay, if they should go, if they'll be next. And I'm like, no, they attacked them, sort of thing. But yeah, they hurry off, extremely happy to no longer be in the courtyard.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what
Well,
we're
they
probably
said
ended
they were
right
going to
there.
leave, so.
Yeah. Well, they're happy to not be in the courtyard itself and probably gonna leave a lot sooner than they were planning on. But we are now at time, so we'll end there and continue with the interrogation next time, which may or may not be in 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, or 1 week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on who's got
Okay.
availability next weekend, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to see if we can play next week. Like I said, my brother forgot it was Mother's Day, so I'm gonna see if we can move our Mother's Day stuff to Saturday, so that we can make the session.
Okay.
That's
Yeah, because like I said, me and Tara are out the following weekend, but that's the
Right.
only one I can think of right now.
Right.
It is not something. Yeah.
And is everyone good for Memorial Day weekend?
Yes.
That's Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was actually
Okay.
considering starting to just post like a next 4 weeks sort of thing, and
Oh, like a calendar?
like a sort of, yeah.
Okay.
So I'll probably do that once I hear back from Hawke's brother. Well, once Hawke hears back from Hawke's brother, and then I hear from Hawke.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will keep
Sounds
you
good.
guys posted.
Cool.
All right.
Okay.
Later on.
Bye.
Thank you for keeping me alive.
Yay, Alban
I
is
thought,
alive.
for a second, I thought they were just gonna leave. She
All
keeps getting stabbed with the dagger.
Hey, Jacob, real quick before you go,